Hey guys, um, here with another movie review. Shit. So as you can probably tell, how I feel about this particular film. I just got done watching Tom and Jerry, the one of the latest from HBO Max's latest offerings through their hybrid release. Um, I said in my last video that I was probably going to do Palmer as my next movie review, and I thought, well, because here's the thing, I was originally going to do Palmer today. That was my original intent, was to do Palmer, but um, I realized that Tom and Jerry was only available till the 28th, so I had 4 days left to watch Tom and Jerry, and as bad of a trailer as Tom and Jerry was, and just honestly hearing nothing but bad things about the film, I I thought to myself, I still want to watch this just to see, how the film performed, because the film overall financially is doing very, very well. So for pandemic numbers, I mean, um, and I just wanted to see how the film turned out. And I'll put it this way: I am so glad that I watched it because I don't have to pay $20 later on. But oh man. Um, I'm like emotionally drained because I kept like I actually got angry watching this movie because this is this was honestly becoming painful to watch at some points because now look, I know people are gonna say, Chris, you should have known what you were getting into. It's Tom and Jerry, a movie, Tom and Jerry. I understand. I know. But there are great movies out there with great animated films out there, Pixar most notably, um, that know how to bring out intelligence, um, depth, development, all that stuff they know how to do. Um, Even Universal with the Minions movies. This is just like bottom of the barrel. Like it's just bad. I mean, I really don't know how to describe it. I'm seriously like emotionally drained. Like I don't know how to like articulate my thoughts. I mean, I've wrote down some notes while watching the film, and like the first thing I'll say is that the film looks like visually extremely cheap. Like it looks pathetic, honestly. Like the film looks absolutely pathetic. Um, and this film costs like $80 million, and somehow, some way, it still looks incredibly cheap. It looks like something spilled out from the '90s, like one of those really crappy '90s movies. Um, so I know people were saying like it looks like a crappier version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That is not doing it justice. That is not even a great comparison at all. It just looks like a crappy hybrid release, or a hybrid film, meaning like live action with animated elements in there. Um, I'm gonna also put my review into this context. There came a moment in the film where because the dialogue is just awful. I am sorry, it is the worst I have heard this year, by far and away the worst I've heard this year. Um, there is literally a point. I don't give a shit if I'm spoiling Tom and Jerry. I don't care if you're somehow not wanting to hear spoilers about Tom and Jerry. I don't care. Okay, but um, there is a scene in the film where um, where the couple, because the film takes place in a hotel, and I'm not even gonna explain the plot, but basically there's a couple, and the husband, they're soon to be married at this hotel, and the husband buys this um, skateboard with Wi-Fi on it, which blows my mind already. That seems kind of ridiculous. But then he goes to say this following thing, which proceeded to have a particular reaction from me, which was this. He looks to his wife and says, or the wife looks at him and says, "Why did you buy a skateboard operated on Wi-Fi?" To which his reply was, "Why the fi not?" I'm going to repeat that again. His response back to his wife was, Why the fi not? Get it? Get it? Wi-Fi? Why the fi not? Oh, so clever. Um, yeah, at that point, I walked out. I'm not joking. I literally just slapped my headphones off, paused the film, and went to go into another room for like a good 10 minutes. I was like, it just blew my mind how stupid this movie really is. Like, it is really stupid. And I'm not saying that just from a dialogue standpoint. The characters are also ridiculously stupid. Um, there is no logic or rhyme to any of these characters. The performances are just terrible. Chloe Grace Moretz is just forcing it up here. She is trying to sell this thing so hard, but it feels forced as fuck. Um, and the Michael Pena also just his character is just plain fucking stupid. It is amateur villain role. His motivations makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Um, and on top of all that, the selling point of Tom and Jerry themselves, um, they just randomly do shit like that. There's no rhyme or reason as to why they do things, and that was the strengths of the cartoons. Like you can understand because they don't talk or anything, that you could still see what they were able to do and why they did it, and the purpose of it. Here they're just doing it. They're just doing random things everywhere, and I will say the one strength of Tom and Jerry is when Tom and Jerry are doing things, even if it makes no sense, it's still salvageable in some respect. But this was just painful, guys. This was just pain. I'm literally losing my voice just from talking about it. This was just painful to watch. I also have to say this animate CGI hybrid thing. I'm sorry, it's got to stop, or at least they got to find a better way to do it. Like, look at Pokemon Detective Pikachu or Sonic the Hedgehog. They're able to find a good balance with it. I don't know why Tom and Jerry couldn't follow the same pattern. Um, this smells of corporate shit all over this movie. Tim Story, I don't know what his obsession is with hip hop, but or just like really crappy hip hop. But it's just every scene there's a hip hop song, there's some garbage rap going on. Um, yeah, like I said, guys, this is just painful. This was really a painful watch. I couldn't believe how stupid, amateur, uninspired, and dumb this really was. This is insulting for children, like absolutely insulting for children, because there there are films that are like dumbed down for kids that still make reasonable sense. This has no rhyme or reason to it. It is completely insulting for children. It is a complete waste of my time and a waste of your time if you choose to watch it. From the awful dialogue, terrible acting, the stupid characters, easily, this is the worst that 2021 has produced so far. Easily. No contest. Do not watch this. Do not waste your time watching it. It is just bottom of the barrel, especially this year. It is just wow. Again, I literally walked out 40 minutes in, and I rarely do that for movies. That should tell you something.